Good morning. I'm Gary DeWaal, and this is Bridging the Week for August 6th to 10th, and today is August 13th, 2018. A trader previously summarily banned from all CME Group exchanges access for 60 days agreed to pay a fine and be banned for an additional 45 days to resolve disciplinary charges that he designed and used an algorithmic trading system for spoofing. Separately, one CME Group exchange settled with a non-U.S. trading firm for wash trades and, in the process, further articulated some minimum standards of supervision it expects. In addition, NFA formally issued its interpretive guidance on certain members' enhanced disclosure obligations regarding their cryptocurrency activities, including important compliance dates. We are now deep in the dog days of August, and my favorite baseball team, the New York Mets, are already planning for next year. So I can begin assessing what other teams should get my attention for the remainder of the baseball season. Let's get started. Andrei Sakharov, a non-member, agreed to pay a collective fine of $80,000 and be banned from all direct and indirect access to CME Group exchanges for 45 days to settle charges that he engaged in spoofing activity on, quote, one or more occasions, end of quote, from July 1st through July 7th, 2016, in gold futures traded on the Commodity Exchange Inc. and natural gas futures on the New York Mercantile Exchange. According to Comex and Nymex business conduct committees, Mr. Sakharov's alleged problematic orders were placed without an intent for execution pursuant to an algorithmic trading system that he purposely programmed and operated to, quote, mislead other market participants through spoofing activity, end of quote. The relevant business conduct committees also claim that Mr. Sakharov traded a customer's account without a proper written authorization and from January 1st, 2016 through July 7th, 2016, traded orders for multiple trading accounts while using the Globex identifications registered to the owners of such accounts, contrary to CME Group requirements. In August 2016, Mr. Sakharov was summarily banned from trading on all CME Group exchanges for 60 days by the CME Group's Chief Regulatory Officer on an emergency basis on the grounds that such action was necessary to, quote, protect the best interests of the exchanges and the marketplace, end of quote. Unrelatedly, ICE Futures US summarily denied Craig Cowell access to all IFIS markets for a maximum of 60 days on an emergency basis for purportedly engaging in spoofing type conduct. The exchange indicated that on numerous occasions, Mr. Cowell placed a small resting order on one side of the market and numerous large orders on the other side of the market. Once the small lot traded, charged IFIS, the large orders were canceled. Additionally, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission agreed to accept payment of a fine of $100,000 from Christian Mayer, a former associated person with North Star Commodity Investment Co., a CFTC-registered interesting broker, for impermissibly transferring winning trades after the fact to his personal account from customer accounts. Mr. Mayer allegedly engaged in such conduct from October 29, 2014 to September 28, 2016. According to the CFTC, during the relevant time, Mr. Mayer entered 186 unauthorized day trades in 2 client accounts and later transferred 113 of those transactions to his personal account. He left the remainder of the trades in the client's accounts. After discovering Mr. Mayer's conduct, North Star reimbursed the customers and terminated Mr. Mayer's employment. Following this, Mr. Mayer reimbursed North Star $150,000. In addition to paying a fine to the CFTC, Mr. Mayer agreed to be permanently barred from trading on any CFTC-registered exchange to settle this matter. In August 2017, Mr. Mayer agreed never to be registered or associated as a principal with any NFA member in connection with charges brought against him by NFA. North Star agreed to pay a fine of $15,000 to the NFA in August 2017 related to this matter for failing to adequately monitor intraday transfers by its APs. Separately, Abon's Middle East DMCC agreed to resolve a Comex disciplinary action by payment of a fine of $70,000 for failing to supervise its traders who purportedly entered a series of prohibited wash trades between February 11th and July 14th, 2016. The Comex BCC said that Abans did not provide its traders, quote, adequate trading, end of quote, in exchange rules, and did not monitor their trading activity. The exchange's BCC also said that Abans did not adequately supervise its traders' use of unique Globex identifications. Finally, Quest Partners LLC consented to pay fines of $15,000 to each of Comex, Nymex, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and the Chicago Board of Trade because of a malfunction in its trading system that caused unintended orders to be placed in marketplaces. According to the BCC's, quote, the orders resulted in the unintended execution of trades, sharp movements, and volume aberrations, end of quote. The four exchanges said that Quest had tested set updates to its trading system and then afterwards attempted to disengage the updates, but failed to roll back all changes. It was this failure, alleged the exchanges, that caused the firm's problem. In the current Abans case and a number of other recent cases, CME Group BCCs have articulated minimum standards of supervision they expect from traders overseeing employees and agents. Persons trading on CME Group exchanges should take heed of their BCC's guidance and adopt procedures, train staff, and monitor trading as appropriate. I have details in the article version of Bridging the Week on the website, www.bridgingtheweek.com. Check it out. And finally, the National Futures Association formally issued its interpretive notice on disclosure obligations by Futures Commission merchants, introducing brokers, commodity trading advisors, and commodity pool operators related to activities involving cryptocurrencies and derivatives based on cryptocurrencies. The general default compliance date for impacted registrants is October 31st, but FCMs and IBs have obligations for existing customers by November 30th, while a number of CTA and CPO disclosure and offering document requirements kick in by November 21st. I have a complete summary of all relevant dates in the article version of Bridging the Week on the website, you remember it, www.bridgingtheweek.com. Check it out. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Bridging the Week. As always, there is more information in each article and more articles on the article version of Bridging the Week on the website. Check it out. I'm Gary DeWaal. Have a great week, and until the next edition of Bridging the Week, ciao.